Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Advice with Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy. If you're new to the channel, please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Now, this is the show where you guys send in your messiest, toxic, most out-of-pocket predicaments, and I attempt to break it down, giving my honest and unbiased feedback. Now, listen, I'm a comedian, not a therapist, so ain't no guarantee I'll help fix your life, but I can provide laughter along the way and call it like I see it. So without any further ado, let's get into the episode. My bestie is pregnant by my man, but so am I. So Mike, this is how it went down. I found out my man was creeping with my best friend behind my back. What's her Instagram? Nah, it's for market research purposes and whatnot. The way it came out was wild. Hey, yo. So she got drunk one night I was over her house and passed out. She left her phone unlocked. Shorty didn't peel back 3 of those cut water margaritas and was melted on the sofa. It kept ringing and kept ringing. So when I went to grab it, I saw it was him FaceTiming her. He must not have realized I was over her house. Nah, that's nasty work. So I start scrolling through the messages and boom, all the dirt was right there. For months, they had been sexting, sneaky links, sending pics. My heart sunk. But all the proof was there that they've been messing around behind my back. With friends like that, who needs enemies? So I screenshot everything and airdropped it to myself just in case she tried to delete it. Stay alert, stay alive. Then I sent him the receipts with a little message that said, so this what we doing now? Yeah, that's exactly what they were doing now. Blocked him and blocked her. Okay, Dikembe Mutombo? A few months go by and I find out she's pregnant with his baby. I would suggest you catching the fade, but then she might have the miscarriage and you end up on the next season of Orange is the New Black. Nah, don't do it. It ate at me for a while. Hey, yo, pause. But I'm kind of here for it. Until I decided to flip the script. Out of pure revenge, I hit him up again, telling him I wanted him to spin the block so I could smash. Alexa, play Freaky Girl by Gucci Mane. And after I got what I wanted, I told her what happened straight up. Watch her little happy life crumble right in front of me. How you got them is how you lose them. Psalms 23:6, I think. But here's where it gets even messier. Now I'm pregnant too. So we both expecting a baby by the same man. Oh, y'all must be messing with Miles Bridges. Part of me wants to just end it and move on my life, but the other part of me wants to keep it, mostly out of spite. Like this video if you think she's full of shit. Now I'm stuck wondering if I should go through with mine or cut ties completely while she's over there clinging on to him for dear life. Sounds like you are too. Knock it off. Either way, the whole situation is toxic on top of toxic. God damn, this is a lot to unpack. So you chilling with your bestie, and at this point, you don't suspect anything. Y'all kicking it girls' night. She done backed like 3 cut waters. That didn't put her to sleep. She's melted on the sofa. You sitting there watching TV or scrolling the gram. You just keep hearing a zzz, 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 zzz. Jack going crazy. You like, yo, enough is enough. You scoop up her phone, look at the screen, FaceTime. Besties Bay. Oh, what's really going on? I didn't even know they had each other's number. Now I'm hot. I don't even answer. Cool. Phone unlocked. You go right to the iMessage. You scrolling through looking for his name. Bingo, found it. You checking the messages for weeks. He been taking Shorty to Pound Town behind your back. He telling you, yo, I'm about to go down to the YMCA little pickup league with the boys. No, the only thing he's picking up is your bestie and blasting her back through the message. That's nasty work. So you seeing it. I know you was crying. Heart sunk. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I don't know how you ain't just start wailing on Shorty in her sleep. Like when you go through your man's phone and he's sleeping, you start beating on his head and he wake up, oh, what's going on? He don't know what's going on. That's what you should have done to her. Not gonna lie. I don't even know how you kept your composure. That's crazy to me. Either you know Shorty got put the beats on you, so you just stayed alert, stayed alive, and just airdrop the joint to your phone so you could have the evidence when you know what I'm saying? Exhibit A, boom, cheating. I don't know. That was even if I was gonna take the loss, I'm getting 4 clean, unprotected shots to the face. You know what I'm saying? She gonna look like Martin when he fought Tommy Hearns. He gonna be lumped all up. Gotta do that. But you didn't. I don't know why you didn't, but let's move on. So you got the evidence. I don't know how long you sat on it, but you sent it to him. Oh, this what we doing now? Of course that's what they're doing. You seen it. Blue bubbles and all. Yeah, come break my back. All right, let me tell wifey I'm gonna go to the 7-Eleven real quick and get gas. He done gassed you up and then blew her back out. Wow. Foul friends, foul fiance, boyfriend, whatever, that's nasty. So you send it to him, you block him and her. She probably like, damn, she don't even know what's going on. You know he hit her up. Yo, mayday, mayday, mayday. Aisha done found her, you know what I mean? Are you serious? She tried to hit you. The caller you have reached cannot be, you know what I'm saying, with the AT&T prompt. Crazy. She texts you green bubbles. Oh, it's wicked. Now she panicking because she thinking, damn, my friend know. So you let it go. So now eventually she like, all right, well, screw her. Homie said the same thing. They moved on. Now he's without the Trojan on, splashing the club up. Now she got the youth in the oven. You find out on the announcement on Facebook. Oh, we're expecting. You like, heart sunk even more. He never gave you a kid. You like, cool. I ain't letting that slide. Hit him up. Yo, you know I missed that thing. Why don't you spin the block one time? You like, oh, he's so dumb. Oh, for real? Okay. You let him clap, bro. He done shot your club up too. Probably was reminiscing. Damn, I missed the way she just scratched my back when I cracked the wall sideways. You know what I'm saying? When I put one leg over her leg and I go in at an angle, jackhammer, here. You know what I'm saying? He was hitting her all crazy, couldn't control it, let the joint out in her. Now you got a youth. But as soon as y'all got done, you was like, yo, bestie, remember me? Yeah, I got the kid too. You know what I'm saying? Your man, he cracked. Now she like, what? She thinking that he love her. Nah, the same way you get him is the same way you lose him. What are you talking about, shorty? Now y'all both pregnant. Sound like a Maury episode. You don't know what to do. You thinking, should I get rid of it and just move on my life? I got my paybacks, or should I keep it out of spite? The only way you keep that baby is if you never really got over homie cuz. Or you're really just petty LaBelle and you just really keeping it to ruin they situation. You don't even care if you're gonna be a single mom. You're like, as long as she's not happy, I'm good. I'm gonna tell you right now, my advice, love, go down to the Planned Parenthood, have them stick the Dyson vacuum in you, slurpee that protein shake out of you, and keep it moving. That's you got your revenge, you made a mistake, got pregnant, go delete his fetus. Because there ain't nothing healthy coming from that. He gonna be going back and forth between both of y'all like turn signals. You know what I'm saying? Bang, 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 bang. And it's nasty work. You're gonna be still in love, she gonna fall in love, and y'all gonna be sister wives. Nah. Clip the joint, move on with your life, and just leave her and him in the past. That's my advice to you. But if you keep that baby, guess what? Stay alert, stay alive. My girl said she was on a girls trip, but her bestie's close friend said otherwise. So Mike, tell me if I was OD or if I was justified. Probably ODing, but let's continue. Wifey wanted to go on a girls trip to Cancun. Red flag. I wasn't even tripping. I actually supported it. Nah, that's nasty work. Definitely not here for it. I paid for the flight and gave her one of my credit cards so she had some spending money. While she's on this trip, I find out she lied about who she went with. She ain't tell you she was at Hotel His House. One of the girls who was supposedly in Cancun with her posted a video on her close friends of her at a restaurant in New York. Now, shorty's supposed to be eating at Margaritaville. Meanwhile, she's fine dining at Carbone. My homie who talks to that girl saw shorty's story and hit me up. Son was tight about her being out with another dude. The whole squad moving reckless. I might be here for it though. Not realizing he was basically snitching on my girl. So I FaceTime my shorty and she answers saying they're getting ready to go out. Getting ready to go out? Nah, she was getting ready to get her back blown out. But in the background, I spot a man's watch sitting on a counter. My man spotted the 40mm Oyster Perpetual on the granite and almost crashed out. I played it off like nothing and told her to have fun. Like this video if you think he's full of shit. Soon as we hung up, I reported the car stolen, canceled it, even canceled her flight back. Nah, that's nasty work. Definitely here for it though. Then I packed all her stuff and dropped it off on her mom's porch. You know how mad you gotta be to pack up all shorty's belongings in the middle of the night and stack them up on Mom Duke's porch? A few hours later, I finally sent her a screenshot of the friend's post with the message, I guess Nicole didn't see her close friends, huh? What's Nicole's Instagram? Nah. It's for market research purposes and whatnot. Now she been blowing on my phone trying to explain, saying she really was with her friends. It was just Nicole couldn't make it because of work. You mean she was getting worked? She admitted some guys came around, but swore she didn't do anything. Yeah, sure she didn't. And it's unfair that I won't even hear her side of the story. But birds of a feather flock together, so it's a dub. So you wanted to know if you was justified or if you was ODing. You was ODing definitely, just a little bit though. Nothing in Narcan couldn't fix. That's what I'm saying, because she was bugging. What I would have done if I was you, I would have canceled the car because you're definitely not spending none of my bread on homie cuz in Cancun. That's not happening. I'm clipping the card and then I'm packing the belongings and delivering them to mom's house. Yo, here's Keisha's stuff. You could do with that as you will. Your daughter out there in Mexico, wow. I'd let her keep the flight though. I don't want her to get stranded over there. Then the cartel get her and they be trafficking your joint around. Nah, that's too much. You know what I'm saying? A little cheatery don't deserve the human trafficking. Stay alert, stay alive. So I'd let her keep the flight. But the rest of the stuff what you did, that was cool. You know what I'm saying? So you OD'd a little bit. But here's my problem, right? Your man's done seen the close friends while Shorty was at dinner. So let's just say they was at dinner in New York around 8 o'clock. I think there's like a 2-hour time difference in Mexico. So that means it was like 6 p.m. in Mexico. Your shorty said, oh, we about to go out. Now, she didn't say we about to go to the club. We about to go. She just said we about to go out. Maybe they was going to go get some, enchiladas or something, a little taco cart on the street or something. I don't know. They at the Airbnb chilling, about to go out. You spot homie cousin's watch on the granite. First of all, why is they there before the go out? I could understand them being there on the comeback. Y'all was out partying. They didn't bought your friends some drinks. Yo, let's go back to the Airbnb. You was like, go ahead, girl. I got my dude back home. Y'all do y'all thing. And then they came back after the club. But they there before any festivities. So they either met them dudes the night before or on a town or something, brought them back. Dude getting comfortable, took the rollie off, set it on the granite. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? They got their shoes off, feet kicked up. It's a little margarita sipping. They doing too much. And they putting your relationship in jeopardy. That's crazy. So your shorty should have answered the FaceTime and been like, yo, babe, these hoes is wow. They done brought some dudes back from the, whatever. I'm letting you know right now, I ain't got no parts of that. I'm chilling. I'm waiting to go out to dinner. I ain't got nothing going on with what they got to do. But she lied. And then she ain't even tell you Nicole wasn't going. So she's just keeping all these little secrets. So when you called and you FaceTimed her and she answered, you didn't hear nothing in the background. That means she did one of these. Shh, shh. My man's on the phone. Shh. Hello? Oh, yeah, what's up, babe? Nah, we about to go out. Oh, just me and the girls. I miss you too. Oh, give me a kiss. Love you, babe. Yeah, I'll call you when we get back. All right, cool. Click. Damn, girl, you almost got me jammed up. That's what happened, bro. I'm telling you that right now. It's nasty work. So you did right by clipping the card and then moving her out. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, you ain't even trying to hear her side of the story. Birds of a feather flock together, like you said. All them skeezers, they was linking out of town, getting some I'll never see you again pipe. That's nasty. She's going to bring home something to you that was crazy. You might not be able to get rid of it. But get rid of her, stay alert, stay alive. My son's father got a restraining order on me. So Mike, check it out. My 16-year-old son was on punishment for his behavior at school. So I told him he couldn't go to his job. I don't think that's how that works, man. He went anyways. So I went to his job to get him. And when he refused, I grabbed him up and I hit him in front of everybody at the McDonald's. Nah, that's nasty work. Definitely not here for it. The manager called the cops on me, but I left before they got there. They gonna slide to your residence with the assault footage in 4K. After that, I decided my son couldn't live in my house since he clearly couldn't follow my rules and caused all these problems by being disobedient. Ma'am, you caused the problems. His father said I was dead wrong. Biggie Small says something like that as well. And he's planning to take me to court to get a restraining order so my son can live with him. Well, you said he couldn't live with you anymore anyways, so what's the problem? I honestly think they're both overreacting. Like this video if you think she's full of shit. He broke the rules and I did what I had to do to enforce them. Okay, Judge Judy. Kids today are way too soft and don't understand consequences. Now that I definitely agree with. I was just being a strict mother and letting them know who's in charge. All right, so your son in school, he bugging out a little bit. Teacher called you, principal called you. Yeah, Kevin down here, he not listening, yada, 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 what I'm saying. In school suspension, whatever. You're like, oh, bet you on punishment. And guess what? You're not going to work today till you get off punishment. That's not how it works. Now, it's one thing if you say, yo, quit the job. You're not having you're in this house until you get your act together. That'd be different because now you telling his job like, yo, he's not coming back. Now they can plan. They can hire somebody else. But you can't tell him, yo, you don't get to go to work today, call off because you're on punishment. That job ain't fun. That's work. By you telling him to do that, you're teaching him to be unreliable, being irresponsible. Because McDonald's is relying on him to show up and cover his shift. Him calling in saying, oh, I can't come in because I'm on punishment. Yo, the shift leader ain't trying to hear that. He's like, yo, either come in or you fired. What are you talking about? We got a business to run. So then you go down there and you put hands on him in front of the employees and the 4K camera got you on the CCTV doing the assault and battery. Now you're about to get the warrant put out for your arrest because you didn't put hands on little homie cuz behind the register. You probably banned from the premises. Now it's like on the trespassing tip. You think you can go get a little number one in the morning before you hit work, and they see your car pull up in the drive-thru, yeah, she back. They calling the authorities, now they circling the block and blocking you in. Now you gotta go down to the precinct and get booked. What are you doing? You sound like a ghetto, emotionally immature woman. Come on, I went down there and we ain't leave, I put my hands on him. Who do you think you are? Like, what is wrong with you? I don't get it. I really don't. And the dad is like, all right, he coming to live with me. You like, well, now he trying to get a restraining order. Good. Because you went down there. Even if you wanted to deal with him like that behind closed doors, you don't go to the McDonald's and start beating on your son. What is wrong with you? So the dad probably like, oh yeah, enough is enough. Now he gonna go live with Pops. Pops gonna go down to the McDonald's. Hey, let me speak to the shift leader. Hey, I'm Kevin's dad. I just want to apologize for his actions, his mother's actions. He be back at work Tuesday. Cool. You ain't got no more problems. He's with me now. He be on time. Sorry for any inconvenience. Now your son back down to he flipping the fries, flipping the burgers, making a couple dollars, and you sitting at home complaining because you got to go check in with your PO because you didn't put hands on the boy. You handled it totally wrong. I'm not even on your side at all. And this ain't a man versus woman thing. You were wrong. You was wrong by telling him he couldn't go to work or teaching him a horrible lesson. If anything, you should have been like, all you allowed to do is go to work and come home. Instead, you talking about he not going to work. You handled that wrong. And then when you didn't get your way, you acted immaturely, went down to the job. Yo, you're leaving right now. And he was like, nah, I'm working. Oh, you're doing that to me? Gripped him up and hit him all in his head? No, you're bugging. I hope they give you probation because I don't know what. That's why, you know what, I ain't gonna say that. Ma'am, you're bugging. You did wrong. Now you got to face your consequences. That's that. Maybe this son will say he don't want to press charges and you get out of it, but he need to be living with that father because you clearly don't have control over him or yourself. Stay alert, stay alive. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this episode of Advice with Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy, and I hope you guys enjoyed me as much as I enjoyed you. And if so, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Like this video. Matter of fact, leave me a comment and let me know what advice you would have gave them. And who knows, maybe you got your own toxic tale to tell about a shady friend or an entanglement you need help untangling. If so, feel free to drop me a letter in the email provided below, and I'll make sure I read it on a future segment of Advice with Mike. Now, with that being said, our time together has come to an end. But just remember, stay alert, stay alive.